We're getting booched today, bruh.
All right, jumping into discussing the news. Now, remember, we're not breaking the news. We're just discussing it. I'm sure you've heard all these stories before.
Real breaking news? Again? Real breaking news! Brought to you by Real
I got one for this week. I got
it. Wow, that was
Super
incredible.
Duper Danny.
Seriously? Wow.
Yeah, we're not breaking the news. We're just giving our thoughts, discussing it. You know, it's just a nice group of friends. First thing to talk about here is, so we're actually getting V-Union boxes.
Oh.
Gotta get in focus there. We're getting V-Union boxes. So these are not going to be in a Pokemon set. So you're gonna be able to buy a collection box and get all 4 pieces of the card, which is really interesting. So I guess I don't understand that. Like, why have 4 pieces? Why not just make it one card then at that point if you're just gonna give out all the cards?
Because it'll still be in the game. You can still play with it.
Just gotta understand the
gimmick. I'm just saying, like, it just.
I don't know. I think this is like the best case scenario because we were sitting there talking about how much of a bummer it would be to get Mewtwo's right thigh as your hit. But if they're just all together and you just have the whole set, I think that makes it way easier for the people who are like planning on battling with these anyway, right?
I mean, I think we all kind of agreed that like if they were to put it in a set, putting it in like the reverse hollow spot would have been the best choice. But I mean, there's probably going to be more V-Union cards, so there is still a chance that the future ones could be in a set if they do make more. But I mean, they're making a box of Mewtwo, Greninja, and Zacian, all of them separately. And you do get a jumbo card with each of those boxes of all 4 pieces put together as one jumbo card. And then I believe...
So can I just play the jumbo card?
Yeah. What about that?
So what if we're making the 4 pieces the size of the jumbo card, and we're getting the jumbo card, can I just substitute the 4 cards for the jumbo card?
If you've got it on deck. I feel like it would stick out if you're trying to shuffle your deck and you've got 59 regular cards and then 1 jumbo.
It's very confusing.
Can we get an official ruling on that?
Yeah, tell me how to play.
If they do more of these, though, man, I'm excited to get freaking Feraligator's right butt cheek.
Ooh,
what?
No, now you're selling me on it.
Yeah.
We are getting a Pikachu VMAX for the Celebration set. Don't forget, we are getting a VMAX Union box or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So there will be a 4-piece Pikachu. But I do think in the November set, whatever our November set is right after this, because this comes out in September, and I do think after all the holiday stuff comes out in October, I think in November that set is going to have V-Unions in the actual set itself.
Okay.
I do think that's where they'll make an appearance. And I don't know if this will be beyond a one set like gimmick though. Like I can't be like, I'm not confident enough to say that this is like, yeah, they're going to do this in the early set next year and the throughout next year.
This is a big gimmick thing though.
I know,
I imagine it's however long the break stuck around, it's probably going to stay around for like that length.
I mean, most times it's about 4 sets, 3 to 4 sets is something will
breaks
last.
Stuck around what?
A
3
year.
sets? Oh no, they went around longer. Yeah, weren't they?
Yeah, they went all the way to Evolution. Last set to have breaks was Evolution. So.
Yeah, that's true. So wait, so how many sets was that? So Breakpoint, Breakthrough, Evolutions.
There's Steam Siege and Fates Collide.
Siege.
Oh, they were in Fates Collide too?
Yep.
Were there breaks in
Fates
Collide?
That.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, so they stuck around. But it's like one of those things, it's like forgettable. Like you don't even remember they're in there.
Yeah.
Like,
so, I mean, these could be around. I want to see. It really depends on if there's a certain amount in the November set and they're actually in the set and I see them, I'll be more confident to say, okay, yeah, this is something we're going to see going forward for a little bit. If not, if they don't appear there at all, then I'm not confident this is like a lasting gimmick or an idea.
They're just gonna be promos.
It's just this weird like, all right, you buy these 4 different boxes and you get these 4. These are the only the only V-Union cards that exist. See you later.
I mean, with breaks, you got to think there's probably the average there was 4, 5 in a set maybe.
Roughly.
If you put one Pokemon V-Union in a set, that's 4 cards already. You put 2 Pokemon in there. Simple math. It says,
Hello?
Simple math says that's 8 cards right there now. So, Only 2 different Pokemon, though, still. I don't know, but it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see how it plays out, like literally how it plays out. I'm excited to see, obviously we know how the mechanic works, but I'm excited to see people try to build decks around it and try to figure out some nice combos and strategies with it. So that's going to be very, very interesting. These boxes are going to release on September 24th, $29.99 each. And I believe just the standard 4 packs inside, right?
I was wondering, man, that they upped the price a bit for just adding in like the 4 card. Well, I think there's some kind of like Burnett supporter card in there too, like Professor card. But still, like $30 for 4 packs is kind of steep.
Yeah, I mean it's a little rough, but I guess you're getting five exclusive cards technically. To that box.
There's more actual ultra rares in there.
It's definitely
and the jumbo.
Yeah.
I'm interested. It's weird how they're taking the promos, like all 4 individual promo numbers.
I was just about to ask that.
So I'm like looking at like in Zacian his promos 163 through 166. I'm like that's crazy. That we're going through literally 12 promo numbers here within 3 technical promos. That's a lot. So what's the jumbo card promo going to say? Cards. Is it just going to say Dash? It's going to have all the numbers on there?
Yeah, really.
So
is it going to have its own special promo number?
Ooh.
Another one.
Another one. Okay. They're cool. I don't know what else to say about them. As someone who is newly getting back into playing the card game, I'm curious to see how they're actually going to be played within a deck. And is it going to be like sorry to bring up the forbidden name, but Yu-Gi-Oh! When I have to get all 5 pieces of Exodia together, do I gotta get them all in my hand, then I can summon it?
No, these ones, I bet somebody's gonna find a crazy way, because these ones I think have to be in your discard pile or something.
Right? Yeah, all 4 pieces.
Somebody's gonna find some crazy way to use all the, like the Ultra Balls and the whatever else, and somebody's gonna find a really
someone caught me with a really good move, like my first online battle. Because I was playing the Pokemon card game online, which they only really give you a basic deck to really start off with, right? And so this guy was using the Charizard Vivid Voltage deck, and he had this strategy where I think that Charizard's like 100 plus power gets more powerful for every discarded Pokemon in the discard deck. So they went and played a card that made them discard like half their hand, and all of a sudden that Charizard was unbeatable. And I was like, dude, okay, that's OP. Like I can't even compete at that point. I was like, come on, man. All I got is Golurks.
Those Night Mark decks. Do you guys remember Night March?
Night March, absolutely. Dude, I played Night March.
It's like that kind of thing, man. You discard it, like does an extra however many damage for every single Night March card Pokemon.
It did
damage. They had to ban Lissandre's Trump card because it was too powerful.
Yeah,
there's some powerful strategies out there. I'm like sitting here, I'm like, okay, I need to up my deck up on the online game. This deck is.
I think I actually still have my Night March deck on my Pokemon TCGO. I think I still do.
I hated playing that deck. It was like my least favorite one to play.
Everybody was playing it, and I was like, I didn't want to sink into it. I was like, I gotta play this deck to understand it more. And so I did.
Yeah, this is cheap.
And that was one of those decks that, like, soon as people figured out you were playing that deck, they would just instantly leave the match.
Yeah, it got so frustrating because at that time, whatever era that was the deck, and it was like the one that everybody was like replicating. So as soon as you saw Joltik out there, it's like, oh, bye.
Yeah, it literally just like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was awful. Good times. Good times.
All right, so V Union, there you go. September, $30 for those boxes. If you want to see images of those boxes, you can head over to Poke Beach and check those images out of the English boxes.
Seriously?